Related rates. Let us consider cube. A cube can be neatly drawn like this. So all sides are equal. So it means either you can take A or X. So what is the total surface area? You've got six surfaces. So the total surface area of a cube is 6x squared in this case. You can either put A or X. And what about the volume of the cube? That is x into x into x. That is x cube. Now we are going to discuss how the length of the edge of a variable cube changing, and you need to find out the x and the dx by dt. Okay, take your problem. If x is the length of edge of a cube, find x and dx by dt when volume and surface area of the cube are increasing at the rate of 50 cubic centimeter per second and 10 square centimeter per second, respectively. Now, given this is a cube, and we know the formula, that is 6x squared for TSA and x cube for volume. Now, what are given here? The increase in volume, increase in TSA is given. So it means dV by dt is given. How much? Based on the unit, you can easily identify. Cubic centimeter is a volume. So 50 cubic centimeter per second. And area, so you can put dA by dt, area changing. Both of them are increasing. So 10 centimeter square per second. So these two values are given. And then we need to find out x and dx by dt based on this. Okay. So to find x and dx by dt. Now let us consider v is equal to x cube. That is the volume. Let us differentiate this with respect to p, because that is the rate of change of volume. So dv by dt. And what about this? d by dt of x cube. So it means 3x squared and then for dx by dt. And what about this? This is 1 into dv by dt. Okay. Now, what about area? That is 6x squared. So let us differentiate this. This area dA by dt is equal to 6 into 12, 6 into 2, 12, 12x of dx by dt, right? So here, let us divide dv by, this is equation 1, this is equation 2. Since we have got the dv by dt value, dA by dt value, we can substitute and find out, and we can eliminate dx by dt and find out the x value. So equation 1 divided by equation 2. Therefore, dv by dx whole divided by dt, dA by dt is equal to, what is that? 3x squared dx by dt divided by 12x dx by dt. So the dx by dt can be cancelled. And what about this value? You should not do, immediately we will do some error, we will commit some error. Immediately we will strike out dt, but you should not do it. Why? Because we have got the value of dv by dt. So you can substitute this value. So this is 50. So you can put 50 divided by dA by dt is 10. That is equal to, so here 20. You can 50 by 10. So 4 times and the x cancel. So x by 4. So it means we have, that is 10x, that is equal to how much? 200. 4 5 is 200. So x is equal to 20 centimeters. Now we need to find out dx by dt. Okay, so for which you can put in any of the equation, but you can put here. So what is dA by dt? Let us take dA by dt. That is equal to 12x into dx by dt. So our idea is to find out this one. So dA by dt is already like 10 centimeter. So 10 centimeter. This is 12 into 20, and then dx by dt. So therefore, this is 10 by, let me write here. So 10 divided by 12 into 20 is equal to dx by dt. So 0, 0 cancel. So it means 1 by 24. Okay. And what is the unit? This is length. So centimeter per second. Okay. So now we have got the two answers. Answer 1 is this much, dx by dt. Answer 2 is 20 centimeter. Okay. Now let us move to the next sum. So this is based on cube. Okay, so you can have similar sums. Now let us proceed with cuboid. In cuboid, we have the uh, volume. The cuboid will be like this, the top. There's a rectangular one of solid shape. So we have length, breadth, height. And surface area, total surface area is 2 into LB plus BH plus LH. And what about volume? LBH. Okay. Now, question. If height, breadth, length, is height, breadth, length of a variable cuboid or x, 2x, 3x respectively, find the rate with which its surface area, volume, diagonal, let us put capital D, increasing. So it means what? Increasing with respect to x. They are given with respect to x. It means what? ds by dx, dv by dx, dt by dx. Okay. So we have to find out this. Got it? Now let us proceed. Solution. So here it is clearly given h as 4x, b is 2x, L is 3x, right? So surface area of the variable cuboid, this S is equal to 2 into LB. What is L here? 3x. B, 2x. So it means 6x squared, right? In the B plus BH, that is B into H, 2x into x, 2x squared, plus LH, 3x into x, plus 3x squared, close the bracket. So this is the what? The surface area. So all are in square only. So you can add anything. 6 plus 2, 8 plus 3, x square means 12x square. Okay. Now the s is equal to 22x square. 2 into 11, 22x square. Now ds by dx, we want ds by dx. So you have s is equal to 22x square. They are not asked ds by dt. Instead, ds by d. So differentiating on both sides, you can adopt the same strategy. So what is ds? For s, it is 1. So you can put ds. And what about this 44x ds? Okay. That is nothing but ds by dx equal to 44x. Okay. Right. When x is equal to 10 centimeter. Okay. So they are given x is equal to 10 centimeter. They are given here. In the question, they are given 10 centimeter. So 44 into x. So you can put ds by dx at x is equal to 10. It means 44 into 10. That is 440 square centimeter. So this is the ds by dx. And it should be centimeter only. Why? Because this is ds is centimeter square, dx is centimeter. So when you divide this, you will get only centimeter. Okay. So in that case, you will get only 440 centimeter. Don't put centimeter square, even though it is ds by dx. Okay. Next. Now let us consider. So we have got one value. What is that? ds by dx is equal to 440 square centimeter. Okay. This is the first answer. Now let us proceed with the second. Volume. Volume of cuboid. What is that? L into B into H. What is L? Tell me. 3x. 2x. 2x. Then X. So it means x cube, 6x cube. So V. So dV by dx is equal to 80x squared. So dV by dx at x is equal to 10 once again. Okay. So what is the value? 18 into 10 squared. That is 1800. What is the value? Cubic centimeter. So this is centimeter. So it becomes centimeter square. So you have to be very careful about the unit. Okay. Then diagonal. What do you mean by diagonal? So this is a cube, cuboid. This cuboid from this corner to this corner. So this is the diagonal. Okay. So the diagonal D is nothing but the whole square root of L squared plus B squared plus H squared, right? Therefore, diagonal is equal to the whole square root of what is L? 3x. So 9x squared. What is B? 2x. So 4x squared. What is H? X. So put x squared. Therefore, D is equal to the whole square root of 9 plus all are x squared. So we can add 9 plus 4, 13 plus 1, 14x squared. So it is That is D is equal to root 14 into x. Okay. Now, this root 14 into x, you have to differentiate d with respect to dx. So that is equal to root 14 is a constant, you can leave it. And for x, this is 1. It means root 14. Okay. So d divided by dx is equal to root 14. Now what is the value? Unit. This is length, centimeter. This is also centimeter. So cancel, no unit. Okay. So this is answer 2 and this is answer 3. Finally display your answers, right? Next. Now let us move to the next shape, that is sphere. Sphere. Let us consider the sphere. You have got that radius sphere. And we have volume 4 by 3 pi r cube for the sphere. And what is the surface area? 4 pi r square is the surface area. Now let us discuss this problem based on sphere. Radius of a spherical balloon. Radius of a spherical balloon is equal to radius of the spherical balloon is increasing at the rate of 2 centimeter per second. It means what? dr by dt, right? Increasing per second means dr by dt. When it is being inflated, find rates with which its surface area and volume increasing with the time when its radius is 25 centimeter. Okay, so this is the question. Now let us try to solve. You know, here it is given, that is dr by dt is given as 2 centimeter per second. Now what is V? 4 by 3 pi r cube. What is surface area? 4 pi r squared. Now we want to find out the change of volume and change of area with respect to time. So in that case, we can put ds. So this is dv by, we have to differentiate with respect to dt. So in that case, 4 by 3 into 3 phi is constant into r squared into dr by dt. Got it? Why you have put the dr by dt? Because it is differentiated with respect to the external another variable. Okay, that is time. And dv by dt is equal to what? 3 cancel. Now you have 4 pi r squared dr by dt. Okay, right? Now we can substitute the value of dr by dt. So dv by dt is equal to 4 pi, and what is r squared? It is given as r as 25. So you can substitute 25 squared into, what is the value of dr by dt? 2 centimeter. 2 centimeter. Okay. So it means that is 4 into 4 pi into 25 squared, right? 25 squared means how much? 625. So otherwise you will do it. 25 into 25. Okay. Into 2. So it means 4 into 25, 100. 25 into 2, 50. So 50 into 100, 5,000, right? 5. So this is dV by dt. Okay. And this much amount of now, what is this volume? That is centimeter cube. And this is second. So centimeter cube per second. It will be the answer. Now let us work out S. In the case of S, ds by dt. So 8 pi into, what is that? 2 into 4, 8 pi into R into dr by dt. So ds by dt at R is equal to how much? 20 is equal to 8 pi into R value 25 into, and what about this? 2. Okay. So multiply by 2. So 2 into 25, 50, 50 into 8, 400. So the answer is ds by dt at R is equal to 25 is 405. Now centimeter square per second. So these are the two answers. Okay. Now let us move to cylinder. So for a cylinder, you have got the height and the radius. Okay. Now what is the surface area? You have got, that is 2 pi r squared. Okay. Why 2 pi r squared? Because it consists of the curved surface area and two circle area. Okay. So it means curved surface area is nothing but 2 pi r into h. So 2 pi r into h plus, and this is pi r square. So 2 into pi r square. Okay. So now what about volume? Volume is area of cross section or the base area in straight. So pi r square into h. Now this is S. Okay. Now let us proceed. The problem. If the radius and height of variable right circular cylinder, we know why it is called right circular cylinder, because we have got a cylinder which a tilted option like this also. But this is not a tilted one. We have the right circular. So it is 90 degrees. So that is why it is called right circular. Do you understand? So the right circular, I mean, if the radius and the height of the variable right circular cylinder are increasing at the rate of, so dr by dt, dh by dt, increasing at the rate of, both of them are increasing. 2 centimeter per second. So this is 2 centimeter per second. And what about the height? 3 centimeter per second, respectively. Find at what rate its total surface area and volume increasing. Okay, the rate which the total surface area means ds by dt. The rate the volume is increasing means dv by dt. And it is asked when the height is 20 centimeter. So when the height is 20 centimeter and radius is 5 centimeter in both the cases. Okay, so you have to find out this one. The height is 20 centimeter, the radius is 5 centimeter. Okay, now let us proceed. So what is the uh, volume? Let us work out the volume. V is equal to pi r square h. Okay, V is equal to what? Pi r square h. Now you've got two variables here. So in that case, you have to adopt the UV formula. UdV plus VdV. So dV by dt is equal to pi is constant. You can take outside the bracket. Now keeping r squared constant and it becomes h. When you differentiate this, it becomes 1. So dh by dt, correct? Plus, now keeping h constant, and what about this into 2r dr by dt? Got this point? Do you understand? Right. Now let us substitute pi into what is our value? The R value is 5 centimeter. You can put 5 square into dh by dt is given here 3. So into 3 plus, and what about h? H is, I'm sorry, that is dh by dt, okay. And then h, what is the h value? 20. So 20 into, what is our value? 2 into r. R is 5 centimeter into dr by dt 2 centimeter. That's all. So that is equal to 5 into, so 5 square 25 into 3 75 plus, and 2 into 5 10, and then 20, 20 into 20 400, right? So it means 475. 5. This is the dv by dt value. And tell me, this is centimeter cube, this is second. So centimeter cube per second. Okay, so this is one answer. 475, 5 is the answer. Can we proceed with the ds by dt? So what is yes? What is the formula for yes? You have got already 2 pi r into h plus 2 pi r squared. So ds by dt. What is that? 2 pi r, 2 pi into. Now we have r into h, two variables. So uv value, uv, udv plus vd. So what is that? 2 pi into what is the value of r? 5. And what is, in fact, we had to differentiate first. So 2 pi into, and what is the r into dh by dt plus then h into dr by dt, okay, plus, and what about this 2 pi into 2r dr by dt, okay. Now, so 2 pi common, you can take outside the bracket. Now you have r. What is the value of r? 5. dh by dt 3 plus h 20 into dr by dt 2. Done. Then we have 2r. What is r? 5. And what is the dr by dt? 2. So 2 pi 15. This one 40. This one 2 2s are 4, 20, right? So it means 2 pi into 16, and this one 15, 75, right? So it means 155 and ds by dt. So what is the unit? This is second. This is centimeter square. So centimeter square per second. So this is the second answer. Okay, 475 and 150. That. Now let us move to the next shape. What could be the next shape? Cone. Become cone. Here also we see the right circular cone. Okay. So what about the cone? You have the triangular shape with a curvature and with a circular base. Now you've got the altitude h, and this is the what do you call this? Slant height. So this is the vertical altitude, and this is r, right? So you've got the base area and the curved surface area. Now here, let us discuss about the volume. So what is V? 1 by 3 pi r squared h. So this is the volume. So we are going to discuss about the change of volume with respect to time. Now, in this case, when you differentiate this, what will happen? dV by dt with respect to time. 1 by 3 pi as constant and r squared h, and that is the what? What is that? R squared h. R squared R squared into dH by dt. You have to put the bracket plus and then h into 2r into dr by dt. Okay, so you have to be very careful. Sometimes they will give as a ratio also. So let me give. For instance, is a variable code. Take down a code, variable code, in which r is 3 times of h. So that is the value given here. So in that case, what we can do, we can correlate this r. I mean, we can relate this r and h. So it means v is equal to 1 by 3 pi r squared h, right? So we can bring it as r term or h term, okay? So r is equal to 3h means v 1 by 3 pi, and instead of r you can put 9 h squared into h. So it means 3 pi into h cube, okay? So v. And we have to proceed with the differentiation. So in that case, what could be the differentiation? dv by dt is equal to 3 threes are 9 pi into h squared into dh by dt. Okay. Suppose if they have asked what is in terms of dr, okay, so in that case, h can be replaced. That's all. Okay. So it should be 3. So that's we already tried to 3, it should be 3. So 3 pi h squared, 3 pi of h. That's all right. V is equal to, okay, so next one, 9. Okay, so 9 into pi h squared into dh by dt. Then let us consider a problem based on this code. Okay, problem based on the rate of changes happening in the code. Falling sand, falling sand. So from a lorry, probably that is the sand is falling, and you can find a heap of sand like this on the ground. Okay, so it makes a conical form, right? So falling sand forms a conical heap. This is the conical heap. Forms a conical heap on the ground in such a way that its radius is increasing at the rate of 1 centimeter per second. If the radius of the cone formed is always 5 times the height, find the rate with which the sand is falling on the ground. The rate of the sand is falling. The rate of the sand falling means that is the volume of the sand, is it not? So dV by dt is asked. It means whatever quantity is falling, that is converted into a heap of sand. So this heap of sand volume is growing, whereas this is falling means this volume is decreasing. So you can take this heap volume is equal to the sand volume. You understand? Right. Now, when the radius of the cone is uh, 20 centimeter. Okay. Right. So now let us proceed. We have the volume V. Volume of the cone is given by 1 by 3 pi r squared h, right? And what about the ratio between r and h? That is 5 times. But they are given in terms of r1. So in that case, you have to do like this. So pi h is equal to r means h is equal to r by 5. So that you can comfortably substitute the value of r here. Do you understand? So that was the strategy we had to adopt. So 1 by 3 pi. Instead of r squared, you can put r squared. Instead of h, you can put r by 5. Right? Okay. So it means v is equal to this. That is v is equal to how much? 1 by 15 into pi into r cube. Now this is differentiated. So dv by dt is equal to, you have got pi by 15 as constant. Now you have got r3 r squared into, what is that? dr by dt. Now the heat volume is taken when r is equal to 20. So dv by dt is asked at r is equal to 20 centimeter. So pi divided by 50 into 3 into, what is our 20 centimeter? That is 400 into, what is the value of dr by dt? That is given as 1. Okay, so for 3 5s are 15 and this is 80, 3 3 cancel. So 8 pi. 85. 85, what is the volume? Cubic centimeter per second. Right? So this is the answer. Next one. Let us consider an inverted conical vessel. How will it be? This is the inverted conical vessel. Okay. So here you have got the R and this is the depth, that is the height, and this is the slant height, that is the L. Now, an inverted conical vessel, next problem. Inverted conical vessel. Suppose height is 10 meter. So height is 10 meter and radius is 5 meter. Radius is 5 meter. Filled with water at the rate of, so filled with water at the rate of means that there is some small volume, is it not? At the rate of, say that is at the rate of 8 cubic centimeter, 8 cubic meter. So 8 cubic meter per minute, okay, per minute. So this describes the change of volume, okay, dV by dt. So here it is given in meter cube. This represents the volume. This represents the time. So you have to be very careful about this. Because, of course, this is also given in meter. Now, find the rate at which the level of water rising in the vessel. Rising in the vessel means, so you are talking about this dH. So rising means dH by dt. When when the depth of water is 4 meters. So dH by dt at h is equal to 4 is asked. So you should strictly follow me in how I am interpreting the data by just going through the statement. So that is the clever part. Okay. So this is 4 meter. Now let us proceed. Solution. In a code, it is given as, uh, see, there is this h and r. What is h? 10 meter. What is r? 5 meter. Okay, right. And based on that, you can have some ratio also. For example, what could be the ratio of H by R of H to R? 2, 10 by 2 meter. So H by R value is 2 meter because we are going to replace this. Why? Because we have two variables here as far as volume is concerned for a cone. 1 by 3 pi r squared h. So when you have this h by r, that is h can be 2r, is it not? So we can fully replaced by h, is it not? Otherwise, you can take that is you can take like this. R is equal to h by 2, right? Meter. R is equal to h by 2 meter. Okay. Now let us proceed. V is equal to 1 by 3 pi r square. So you can replace this h by, I'm sorry, r by this h because we have to deal in terms of h1. So dv, I'm sorry, v is equal to 1 by 3 pi instead of r, you can put this h by 2, right? Whole square into h. So it becomes 5 by 3 and this is 2 twos are 4, 4 threes are 12. Is it not? 2 twos are 4, 4 into 3, 12 into h squared into h, that is h cube. So this is v. Now we are comfortably converted into what? The volume and h variables only. Now you can have dv by dt that is equal to, because they are asked dh by dt at h is equal to 4, right? So that is why we need that h value, and that is why I substituted the r value in terms of h. Do you understand? So here you have to choose whether we have to replace the r or h. So since it is h is here, it is required. So we have to retain that h. So in that case, r can be substituted. Okay. So dv by dt, what is that? Pi by 12 is constant and h cube differentiation 3h squared into dh by dt. Now dv by dt at h is equal to 4 meter depth. So pi by 12 into 3 into what is the value of 10? So 10 squared means 100 into what is the value of dh by dt that we had to find. Okay, right? So this is how much dh by dt we had to find out. And this value is given as what? They are already given as 8. Okay, so we can cleverly replace this value by 8. Therefore, 8 is equal to and pi by 12 and you have 300 into, we are interested in dh by dt. Okay, right? H is equal to
4 means we need to substitute that square, 4 square on
dv 3h squared into dh by dt.
H is equal to 4 meter.
No, no, no. So
Why we are taking 10?
10, sorry, h is equal to 4. Okay. So when h is equal to 4 means how much?
4 square.
4. That is 16. Huh?
16.
Okay, that's good. So 4 whole square. Correct. So 4 square. So in that case, how much we are getting? 4 fours are 16. 16 into 3 divided by 12. Okay. So 8 is equal to, what is that? 5 by 12 into 3 into 16 into dh by dt because h at 4. So it means a 4 and this is 4. So and that becomes 2. So 2 by pi is equal to dh by dt. It means 2 divided by 22 into 7. So 11. So 7 by 11. Okay. So dh by dt after h is equal to 4 is equal to 7 by 11. Now what is this? H meter. What is this? T. So meter per second. Okay. And it is not meter per second, meter per minute because they are given in minute 20. Okay, so all are in minute 20. This is also in minute. Okay, everything is minute. So you have to mention this in minutes. Suppose if they ask in centimeter, I mean, sorry, meter in second, what is it? You have to how to convert it? dh by dt and the h is equal to 4. So 7 by 11 meter divided by minute. Minute means 60 second. Okay. So it means 7 divided by, and you have to give 0 on this one, 66, 660 meter per second. Okay, right? Then finally, let us discuss a very important one. This is very frequently asked in any board examination or public examination. Water is, this is also based on the code. Water is dripping out at the rate of dripping means it is leaking drop by drop at the rate of 1 cubic centimeter per second through a tiny hole. Through a tiny hole. So you've got some vessel where there is a leak. Okay, so the water is kept here. So naturally, its level will come down, right? And this is the A, B, AB is the radius of the water level. And this is the conical class people here, radius. And this is the depth of water. Okay. Now, conical vessel whose axis is vertical. When the slant height of the water, what is that? L. What is this? They talk about only the slant height of the water level. So slant height L is 4 centimeter. Find the rate of find the rate of decrease of slant height dl by dt. Second, find the area of water surface. So we have to find out the area of water surface given that the vertical angle is 60 degree. Okay, right. Now let us proceed. So if this 60 degree, then what about this angle 30 degree, right? Okay. So since the degree is given, we can make use of the trigonometric aspects also. So you have to be very alert here. Now, so this is a vertical angle. The semi-vertical angle will be 30 degree. Okay. Right. So solution. The dV by dt. Okay. The dV by water dripping at the rate of 1 cubic centimeter per second means that is the volume. So dV by dt is given. How much? 1 cubic centimeter per second. So the given parameters dV by dt is given. L is 4 centimeter. That is the slant height of the water. Right? And now let us proceed. What is the volume of water? The volume of water is equal to 4 by 3 by R square H. And we know already this H can be found out easily. How? For instance, let us consider this right triangle. This is 30 degree, right? And this is the height factor. This is the L, and this is the radius. Are you able to follow? So therefore, what is sine 30 degree?
1/2.
Sine 30 degree means opposite by hypotenuse. That is R by L. Correct? Correct? And R by L. And what is sine 30? So we are able to get R by L ratio. It means R is equal to 2L. R is equal to L by 2. Okay? This is one ratio we have got. And what about that is cos 30? Cos 30. So cos 30 is equal to H by L, right? So cos 30 is nothing but what is that? Root 3 by 2. So H by L is equal to root 3 by, okay. So it means H is equal to root 3 L by 2. So we have another value. Both of them are in terms of here, so we can comfortably substitute it, okay, because L is given here. Therefore, V is equal to 1 by 3, 5, and instead of R, you can put R squared, L by 2, the whole square, and instead of H, you can put root 3 L divided by 2, right? So 1 by 3, that is 5 by 3, into L squared, and this is L, so L cube, and you have root 3 also. So L cube by 4 into root 3, correct? Anything here?
L square, so 4
L squared means R. That's why I put 4
into 2.
into 2, root 3 by 6. Okay, so this is equal to, now we can strike out this root 3 and 3 as root 3. Okay, so therefore V is equal to what? 5 divided by 4 twos are 8 root 3, right? Okay, and you have L cube. That's all. Now let us proceed with the differentiation. Okay, so pi is equal to what? That is 5 L. V is equal to, not L. V is equal to 5 by 8 root 3, correct? Then L cube. Okay. Now let us comfortably differentiate with respect to cat. So dv by dt is equal to 5 by 8 root 3 into 3L squared into, tell me, dl by dt. Okay, right? Now dv by dt is equal to 8, I'm sorry, 5 divided by, that is 3 pi, right? Once again, you can adjust this root 3, 3. So it just becomes root 3. So you can call it root 3 pi divided by 8. Okay, right? And you have L squared. So L squared into dl by dt. Now let us substitute accordingly. And here we have dv by dt, that is equal to, what is that? Root 3 divided by 8. Okay, root 3 divided by 8. So I have cancelled this out of it. Okay, into L squared and then dl by dt. Now we have to substitute. And what is asked here?
dl by dt.
L is asked.
Sir, L they have given 4
L
centimeters.
has given,
4
sorry, L is equal to 4 centimeter.
Yes.
And gl by dt, okay, and dv by dt. Now, what is dv by dt?
1.
Why? Because they are given here. So that is 1 is equal to root 3 by divided by 8 into what is the value here?
4 square.
4. 6. So 4 square into
DL
and
by
the dl by dt. Okay. Therefore, 4 square means you can strike out 2 and this 4, right? Again, 2. Got it? So it means how much? dl by dt is equal to
1 by
dl by dt is equal to 1 by 2 root 3
5.
5.
That's right.
Okay. 2 root 3 5. So that is dl by dt, right? Okay. Now, if you want, you can conjugate, rationalize also like that is multiplied and divided by root 3 because don't allow this root 3 in the denominator. So it becomes root 3 by 2, right? And this is 3 into 5. It means root 3 by 6 pi, correct? So root 3 by 6 by centimeter per second. Why centimeter? Because L and this is seconds. Okay. So dl by dt is equal to root 3 by 6 by centimeter per second. Okay. So this is the slant height water decreasing. Okay. At the rate of root 3 by 6 by centimeter per second. Now, what is our next objective? So this is the first question. Second is they are talked about the surface area of water. Okay. So you've got the water here. They talk about this. Okay. Area of water. Write down. So S is equal to this is nothing but the area of water is pi r squared. So put pi r squared. Right. And we know already what is R. We have got L by 2. All right.
Yes. Yes.
L by 2. We can substitute here. Therefore, S is equal to pi L squared by 4, right? Now you can put ds by dt, pi by 4 into 2L into dl by dt. So we have got already this dl by dt value. And what is the L value?
4.
So the area changing will be pi by 4 into 2. What is the value of L?
3 by 6 by 3. That's all.
What is L?
That is 4.
4. And then what is the dl by dt? Root 3 by
6 by
6 pi. So pi can be cancelled. Now you can have, okay, 4 can be cancelled. So you have 2 into root 3 divided by 6. It means
root 3.
3. Okay. So that is 1 by. So ds by dt will be 1 by. Now what is the value? Unit.
Centimeter square
Per second. So either you can have this as 1 by root 3 or you can put root 3. Okay.